Hey, welcome back guys to the part 2 of PopCorn project. This will be the last part of PopCorn project series, and in this part we will be creating the Indian movie section and the footer section. We have already created part 1 of this series. If you haven't watched that, I'll recommend you to watch that, so it will give you better understanding of what we are doing. In part 1 we basically created this section, image and image title, where you have the button and subscribe now. Then we have the nav bar and all this thing. Then we created the international movie section. When you hover on it, there is a overlay. We still have to add JavaScript for this, that we will be adding in this part 2. But what we are going to do in this tutorial is we will be creating this Indian movie section. When we hover on it, we can see the button, but when we hover on image, there is a the button is still there, but it is a transparent kind of button. So that we have to do, we have to style it in a certain way that each row will have 6 images or 6 poster of movies. Then we have the footer section where we have the logo of our popcorn project. Then we have about us and everything with the connect us social media icons. Then we have subscribe, uh, text box and button. Then we have the popcorn 2024 copyright, this written over here. So that is what we are going to do in this part 2. So let's go and let's start with the HTML and CSS. I will close this and I will go here in my file. I'll open this YouTube. Here we have created the folder, so I'll open this, open with code. So I showed you what we did in part 1. So I'll just start with the HTML and then we will work on CSS. So JavaScript we will be working very last, but now we'll start with HTML. Here we have the new movie section. After this we will be adding the div Indian hyphen movie hyphen section. Inside this we will be having the h2. This will be Indian movie 2024, movies 2024. Then we have the another div with the class of Indian hyphen movie hyphen row. Inside this class we will be having another class called Indian hyphen movie. Here we will be having image src. I can remove the this and I can add the movies. So I haven't added all the images in part 1. So here we have to create another folder called movies. Inside this we will be adding the images. So if you want, I will add the link of the images in a description, so you can get the images from the description. I have the images available here. I'll open it. I will control all and copy it. Here movies, I will do reveal in file explorer, double click, and I will paste it here. And now if I go to my code, I can see all the movies available. So we'll start adding the movie images here. So this will be movie Avesham. You can copy it. Now after this we will be having the button. This will have a class of Indian hyphen watch hyphen now hyphen button, and save it. Here we will have watch now I class fa solid fa play. Now what we have to do, we have to copy this Indian movie for 5 more times. This one was 1 2 3 4 5 and 6. Okay, we got this. Now here Avesham we have to remove, and we have to add the Kalki. We have to again remove Avesham. We have to add the Kill, and scroll it. I will scroll it down, and here it will be Lapata Ladies. Then we have Maharaja. Then we have movie Maidan. You can get this Indian movie section, and you can paste it here. Again, we will be having another movie. This will be Merry Christmas. Then we have Munjia. Then we have Shaitan. Sam Bahadur. We have movies 3, 2. Then we have Tangalana. Save it. I'll run this and we will see how it looks. Then we will work on the CSS for this particular section. If I scroll it down, I can see images are available, but you know how this is available. It is not responsive first, and it should be 6 in a row. So that we have to do. We have to work on that. I'll open it in a Chrome, close it from here, and now if we go and if I scroll it down, first thing I'll add all the CSS which I haven't added in the part 1. So there was 2 CSS which I didn't added. One was movie dot inactive opacity 0.7. Then we have another section, movie dot inactive hover transform scale 1.05. So here it will be Indian movie section. So what I'll do, I will just go and I will copy this. I will paste it here. Margin 20 pixels, 25 pixels left and right. Then again we have the Indian movie section along with H2. There will be a margin bottom of 1 rem. Then we have color of white, text align center, save it, scroll it down to the bottom. Then we have Indian movie row. So here where it is, here it is. So I'll add this. Indian movie row display will be flex. Justify content space between and margin bottom 25 pixels. Save it. Now we have Indian movie, right? Indian, so better to copy it. Okay, I'll copy this, I'll paste it here. Indian movie width will be 15%, means each image will take 15% of 100%. So each image will fit into that. And if you go ahead, if you do 15 into 15, 15 plus 15, it will be 30. 30 3 times, it will take 90% of your screen. So that way we'll be having the 6 images, and there will be a spaces in between of 10% within overall of the image. So that way you will be able to see 6 images. Now we have the position, and it will be relative. I'll save it. Now Indian movie image width will be 100%. Height we will give 350 pixels. Display block, border radius 5 pixels. Save it. Now we have to work on the watch now button. So just get this and add it here. Position will be absolute. Bottom will be 10 pixels. Left will be 50%. Transform, translate x minus 50%. Background color RGBA. Color will be white. Padding 8 pixels, 12 pixels. Border none. Border radius 5 pixels. Cursor pointer opacity 0. Transition opacity 0.3 seconds. Ease. I'll save it. Now I'll scroll it down. We have Indian movie. When you hover on the image, right, the button should be like opacity of 1. So that, and we have again the button with the icon. So button along with icon, there will be a margin left of 5 pixels. So I'll save it and let's see how our design looks. So I'll scroll it down, and here you can see when I hover on it, it is white button, but when I hover on the image, it is a transparent kind of button. So this looks good. We are done with the Indian movie section. Now we will be working on footer, and it will be the last section of this project. So we will go, and I will go here in the HTML. Here I will add the footer. We have footer. Footer will have a class of site hyphen footer. This will be footer hyphen top footer hyphen column, and inside this we again have the image src. I will remove both this thing, and here we have the images. Stock image we don't have, or what? Oh, we have it here. So I stock this will have a class footer hyphen logo. We have the H3. In H3 it will be PopCorn written. Maybe you can add it like this. Now again we have the footer column, so I'll just copy it, and inside this footer column I will paste it. This will have the UL tag, li. Each li will have the a href hash. This will be about us, and copy it again, paste it. There will be a help center, so help center. Outside this your footer column, we will be having the another footer column, so I'll just add one more column, footer column. This will be p contact us plus 91, some dummy number, save it. And the last we have footer column, and last we have the footer column. This will be connect us or connect with us. Here we will be having the div which will say social hyphen icons. Inside this we have the ahref hash, close it. Here we will be having the image src. Again remove this. We have the images Instagram PNG. You can save it and copy it for 3 more times. So copy it, this and this. Here Instagram we have the X PNG, we have the LinkedIn, and last we have the Facebook. Looks good. We have this, we have the footer column as well, and we have to come outside this footer top. Now we have the text box, and I mean the subscribe section and the last footer bottom section. So that we have to do. It will be a div, so footer hyphen subscribe input hyphen text. Again you can remove this, and here we will be having the placeholder. It will say enter your email. We have the button here. This will be a button which will say subscribe. Then we have the footer hyphen bottom P 2024 PopCorn C small. Save it, and let's see how our design looks now. Then we will be working on the footer. This is the logo which doesn't look good. All the thing available here which doesn't look good. So we have to work on it. We will start with the CSS now. Let's go. So first thing which we have is the side footer. So we will be adding that side footer. Background color will be black. color will be white, which is text color. Padding 20 pixels top bottom, 0 pixels left right. Font family Arial, Helvetica you don't want, so you can remove it. Side footer is done. We have the footer top. Can get this, can paste it here. We have the display flex. We have justify content space between. We have padding 20 pixels, and we have border bottom 1 pixels, solid 444. Now again we have to style the footer column, so I'll just copy it. I will paste it here. Width will be 20% for each column, so that way if we have 4 or 5 till 5 it will be good. Text align will be center. We have footer logo, you can just get this. Width 100 pixels. Background will be white. Then we have the footer column UL list style none. Padding will be 0. Following to that we have footer column UL, then we have LI and P, both LI and P. It will be margin 10 pixels top bottom, 0 pixels left and right. Then we have the UL along with A, right? The color will be white. Text decoration will be none. I will scroll it down and we got this. Now we have the social media icons, right? So there what we have to do, we have to copy it and I will paste it here. Width will be 24 pixels. Margin will be 0. Top bottom 5 pixels left and right. Background of white. Border radius 50%. Now we have the footer subscribe, right? But before that, let's see how the footer looks till now. If I will go and I will refresh this, till here social media icon still doesn't look good. Other than that, this looks good, this looks good. Social media icons, we have it, but we have to add it. We have a an image, oh sorry, we have to add the a along with image, sorry. Now if I go in, if I see, this is how it looks. Connect with us. You can see Instagram, you can see Twitter, LinkedIn and Facebook. This is how it looks. We have to work on this right now, so let's go and let's copy the footer subscribe, copy it and add it here. Styling this would be text align center. Padding will be 20 pixels top bottom, 0 pixels left and right. Again we have the footer subscribe, but for input type we have to do input type is equal to double quotes text. We have padding of 10 pixels. We have width of 300 pixels, margin right 10 pixels, border radius 10 pixels. We'll scroll it down. Footer subscribe button, padding 10 pixels, 20 pixels. Background color will be red. Text color of the button will be white. Border will be none, and cursor pointer. Then again after this we have footer subscribe P, margin top 10 pixels, footer hyphen bottom we have right, so I'll just copy it and I will paste it here. We have the text align center, padding will be 10 pixels, top bottom left and right 0. Then border top 1 pixels, solid and 444 this color. Okay, let's save it and let's see. We are done with CSS. We will see design, then we will work on script. So if you can see, you can scroll it down. This looks good. All the things are good, but I'm not sure why it is like this. We have sorry, we have messed here. Okay, now if I'll see, this is how it looks. We have the 2024 popcorn section. We have all the things available along with the logo of the popcorn and the about us, contact us, connect with us, then subscribe section. Everything works fine, but what we have to do, we have to go ahead and we have to, so here what we have to do, when I click on interstellar, so this interstellar should be bigger than the avatar and John Wick. Right now avatar is bigger because currently it is active and it is in middle, so it is looking better, and it is better to make that thing bigger than the both this John Wick and interstellar. So we have to write the script for this. So what I'll do, I'll go to my code and here I will create script.js. Here we have to add the script, script.js, save it, and I'll go to the script, create the const movies is equal to document dot query selector all. We have the movie, right? For this Indian movie we have the movie, right? So this double quotes movie. So I've created this const variable movies. So what we are doing, we are getting all the section of this movie. So we will be getting this, this and this, and we will be checking which current section is active, and we will be, removing the active section, active from that particular section, and we will be adding to the clicked section. So we have to write the event listener for that. So movies dot for each, I'll show you what how we can do. We'll add the movie here. So movie, in each movies, for the query selector which we have done here, we have the movie dot add event listener. Whenever it is click, then there it will be movies dot for each m in m dot class list, and we will remove the active from that. So just remove the active wherever it is in the movie section. I mean, any of the movie section have the active, we will be removing that. And for the clicked movie, we will be adding the active. And now if I go, if I check, now if I'll save it and we will see how it looks. If I go here, if I click on it, okay, nothing happens. I'm not sure why. Okay, save it. Okay, I guess there is something I haven't added the class. Now we have added the class. Let's see how it looks. If I click on this, okay, this Interstellar is bigger than both the John Wick and Avatar. But there is one issue with this. It is, coming very quickly. I mean, there should be some, easiness to it, some delay of some seconds. I'm not sure what we have done in the CSS. I will scroll up, and here if you will see, we have added the movie, but that is not an issue. I can remove it. Can add the we have added movie 2 times, so I've just removed one, but we haven't added something. Opacity transform 0.3, but seconds we haven't added the second. We have did 0.3 and we have added this as a transform, so this will be a transition. Sorry guys, extremely sorry. Now if I click on it, okay, now this looks good. This looks good. This looks amazing, by the way. All this thing has been done, and extremely sorry. I mean, I was just I'm not sure why I added that, but we are able to resolve it. Here we added the transition, but we added the transform here, so that was the issue. We are done with the popcorn project. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you really did, please subscribe to my channel, share it with your friends who are learning HTML and CSS. I mean, it is good to have this kind of skills for a beginner level, you know if you are a beginner. But I hope you enjoyed this series, and thank you. I'll be back with another series or another tutorial like this. Thank you and bye.